If you are watching this live, then you are in for a special treat because I'm probably going to make a fool of myself. I am going to try to live record a couple of runs at my ad for my free webinar I have coming up this Thursday and every Thursday for the foreseeable future. So, this is about the connect method, a method I came up with to reconnect on a deeper level with the people you love the most. Um, for the next 8 minutes or so, I'm just going to riff on stories that I have told, that I have learned how to use this method to connect with my family on a deeper level and who this can help and how it can help them. Um, if you are not watching this live, then you may not see this, and then this is a pointless conversation. But I like to talk to myself anyway. So, all right. Are you struggling with lost connection? When was the last time you had a deep conversation with your wife? Are you getting the cold shoulder every day? Have you messed up so bad you're starting to wonder if there's ever going to be a way back to connecting with your spouse again? Hi, my name is Coach Bruce, and I'm an ADHD life coach. And I can tell you there is a path back if there's ever been love there. I have done some of the stupidest things that a married man can do. And yet here I sit, happily married with 4 kids and a wife I love deeply who connects with me on a daily basis in deep emotional conversation. How did I do this? Am I super special? Am I magic? No. I am nothing I am nothing special at all. She will actually tell you for a majority of our relationship, I was a major idiot. I did everything I could to try to end this relationship. I lied, I cheated, I was constantly distracted, I shirked my responsibility as a father and a husband, and yet here I am, 15 years in the happiest marriage I could possibly ask for. What changed? Was it her? No. I learned how to show up in a way that allowed me to connect on a deeper level, even when I'd made huge mistakes, and get back into the conversation and start doing the right things. Listen, this is not going to be a life hack for you. This is not some manipulation method that is going to allow you to get away with anything. That's not the point. The point of this is we are human and we make mistakes. But if we're in the relationship and we are looking for a way forward, sometimes we need a little help. The connect method allows you to re engage with your spouse or with any other loved one that you've gotten distant from and you're looking to get deeper back in. But the secret to it is you have to care. This is not a trick. This is not some bait and switch. If you are trying to use it to get advantage on somebody, then it will bite you in the butt. However, if you are looking to connect deeper and you actually care and you're willing to stick to the steps that I provide, this is a repeatable process that will allow you to not only get your foot back in the door, but to actually engage in a deeper level of relationship and intimacy than you've ever had before. If you're interested in more, then check out the link for my webinar below. Click that and meet me next Thursday to learn more about the Connect method and the way that I was able to get out of the biggest trouble I've ever been in and into the deepest relationship I ever dreamed of. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Let's run one more. Are you struggling to connect with your kids on a deeper level? Like, do you even know what I'm talking about? Do you know what it feels like to have a relationship with your children? I struggled for the longest time to even figure out what it meant to be a father. I didn't know. The example I was given was hurling decision bombs into the family and letting the kids clean up the ah fuck. Do you struggle to connect as a parent? Are you constantly having fights with your children or even worse, having no conversation at all? I too struggled deeply with this as I got into my 13th year of fatherhood and still had no clue what I was doing. At the at the worst moment, in some of the darkest times of my parenthood, in some of the darkest times of my parenthood, I was able to find a method that allowed me to not only start to interact better as a father, but to actually claim a deeper and more authentic relationship with my kids than I had ever dreamed of. And the way I did this, I've now turned into a free webinar that I'm teaching called the Connect Method. In this method, I teach you how to go in with honest I teach you how to go into your relationship with honesty and vulnerable. In this method, I teach you how to go into your relationships with honesty and vulnerability and actually connect with your kids on the deepest possible level. Your kids are waiting for you to step up. As much as I thought that my kids were going to judge me as soon as I started to show my true colors and bare my soul, using this method, not only did they not judge me, they immediately started to connect with me on a deeper level. The thing that you don't understand about your children is that they don't have all the stories that we have about us. They think that they think that we are great. They are just waiting for us to show them. So, what I'm saying is, all the stories you have about how you failed as a parent, all it takes is a couple of days using this method, and your children will start to rewire their stories to see the new goal that you have in mind. But this isn't some trick. This isn't some manipulation method to trick your kids into doing what you want. No, you will get full buy in from your kids if you fully buy into this process. You cannot do this and have an ulterior motive. This is about love and care. And if you love and care for your children and want to show up for them so they can love you on a deeper and more vulnerable level, then this method is the method for you. Come to the come to the Thursday webinar at 3:30 Central, and I will teach you for free how to use the Connect method, how to connect deeper with those you love most, not just your kids, but your wife, your husband, your spouse, your parents, your cousins, your brothers and sisters, anybody that you've ever loved. If you have become distant or even estranged from them, if their love existed, there is a path back. So come to the Connect webinar and learn how to connect with the people you love the most. That's it. I'm going to run with those. I'm pretty happy with that. If anybody was watching, then give me a pat on the back because crushed it. This is not easy, but I know I make it look that way. And if you are watching and if you haven't signed up for the Connect Method webinar yet, sign up. It is super simple. Go to impulsive. Go to impulsive.life/connect. And you can sign up right there. And this will be on Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Central. It is totally free, no obligation, and you will leave this webinar with a better understanding of how to connect with those you love the most. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night.